Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now here's Lillard from down low, trying to get open as Lopez. Lillard misses. McDaniels against Middleton. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Three-pointer, Lillard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here is Conley. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Randall no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Lopez inside. Defended by Gobert. Lopez no luck. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Trent, that's a two-pointer. And again, the Bucks miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
McDaniels finds Conley. Edwards looking it over. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Lillard. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Antetokounmpo. Randall with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Randall. Here's McDaniels. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Talking about Damian Lillard. Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible, but we don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Conley following the miss by Giannis. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
First free throw is good. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Lopez. On the wing, Giannis trying to end the drought, and against the jumper to drop.
Love that from Antetokounmpo. No hesitation.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall, a screen on Lillard. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. The Bucks trail. Now, right. Lopez, a screen on Edwards. Here's Wright. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. McDaniels passes to Randall. Good D by Lopez.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's Lillard missing. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Giannis. No good that time. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Randall. Gobert against Lopez. And here's Edwards from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. No good. That would have tied it. There's 49 seconds left in the first. McDaniels passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Giannis, and that one is good.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Bucks trail by 4. Right outside. Prince in the corner. Giannis outside. Pass to Wright. From the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards can't hit. Right outside. And here is Prince to the wing right side.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Miller. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Middleton. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Miller against Middleton. Over Miller. He hits it from 9. Middleton's got his first points of the night. The Timberwolves shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Alexander Walker with the ball. Nothing on the board. Ingles can't get it to go. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. Inside. Here's Portis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. That shot is off. Great D that time from Middleton. And it's Prince penetrating. Outside Portis. A 3-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of one.
Bucks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's time to get if you see yourself on the 3, you know what to do.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. Daniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Prince. Trent comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Wright. Outside Portis. Middleton the pass to Lillard. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Yeah, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Bucks making a change here. Beauchamp's checked in. DiVincenzo against Lillard. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Bucks trail by 6. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't connect from short range. Here's Edwards. Finds finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And it's Lillard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
.135 left here in the second. Gobert with a screen for Randall. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Looking to end the run. Antetokounmpo, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Trent. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Middleton. Pass to Lopez. Trent with the wide open look. Knocks down the three ball.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Back to Conley. Inside. Edwards loves it in there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Outside Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Five seconds left in the first half. From deep, Trent. That shot off. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Timberwolves on top as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
The Timberwolves made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And that one misses.
Known as the Stifle Tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
And he sinks the second. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Lopez outside. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
And finished off by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Lopez, a screen on Conley. Lillard from outside sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 6.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Trent against Edwards. Over Trent. Misses off the right iron. Bucks trail by 13. Loads it up for the setup and the slam by Giannis.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
For 3, Edwards. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Back to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
No good on the free throw. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
And he's good on the second.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And Gobert kicks to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
Middleton on the wing. Pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. The Bucks also with the sub. Jonathan's checked in. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter of the game. DiVincenzo against Middleton. Reed with a screen on Middleton. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Here's Milwaukee now. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. 1:24 left here in the third quarter. Ingles with a screen on Lillard. Pass to Dillingham. Reed with a screen for Dillingham. Hands it from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Milwaukee?
Lillard finds Giannis. Now here's Middleton. Lillard left side. Giannis outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Reed with a screen on Lillard. The tray. Reed in the post. Lopez is there. Reed misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Connaughton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Connaughton. Now, here's Ingles. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 8-point game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Garza in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Ingles against Connaughton. Pass to Alexander-Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. Lets it go from deep. Portis can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Now, DiVincenzo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
DiVincenzo showing a lot of heart and strength, taking the foul and still getting the shot to go.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Beauchamp's checked in. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
4 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And there it is for him.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Minnesota leading by 9. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Reed. Over Prince. Reed misses.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
It's Lillard, top of the key. Here's Beauchamp from 17 feet out. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. DiVincenzo passes to Conley. Reed with a screen on Trent. To the paint. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A 3 for DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Bucks. Trent outside. It's Prince on the wing. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 9. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Reed with a screen on Trent. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Trent. 2 points, that one goes. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard scanning the floor. Gobert with the block. And they'll get another chance. Prince the pass to Portis. Just 3 to shoot. From deep, Trent. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The free throw drops for Trent. Some changes for Minnesota. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. That one is no good.
Yeah, they needed those points badly. A good job to get to the line. Doesn't mean anything if you can't convert.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels against Trent. Back to Edwards. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Middleton's so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
Edwards against Trent. Outside Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
1:41 left to play here in the 4th. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Side Conley. Here's McDaniels. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. Back to Conley. Fast break, Milwaukee. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. "55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. pass is to Lillard. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Edwards against Trent. Fader on the way. Money!
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. It's stolen by Randall, and he commits the intentional foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Giannis outside. For 3, Middleton. Randall grabs the board. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.